The moment she entered the 53rd floor, carrying a sushi container, Emily Walker, clad in a worn-out windbreaker and scuffed sneakers, was instantly halted by security. "Leave now. This level is reserved for top executives." One aide barked icily as others snickered. She must believe this is the cafeteria queue. When Emily courteously explained, "I have a personal delivery for Mr. Thompson," the area exploded with guffaws. Yet right then, the door flew open and the CEO emerged, stating simply, "That was my order." "Thanks, Emily." Nobody realized they had just mocked a language prodigy who once rejected a position at the United Nations. Emily remained there, the sushi package still heated in her grasp, her brown locks escaping a casual ponytail. She refused to cower beneath their glares. Her expression remained serene, her gaze unwavering, as if she had encountered such malice previously. The aide, a skinny fellow with gelled back hair in a ponytail and an outfit oozing wealth, grinned smugly. "All right, whatever. Give it here," he demanded, extending his hand as though granting her a kindness. Emily handed it over with a subtle nod, her fingertips grazing the crumpled receipt attached atop. She uttered nothing. There was no necessity. Her adjustment of the backpack strap, the soft squeal of her footwear against the shiny marble, conveyed more than any retort ever could. The space grew hushed briefly, though the calm was short-lived. "Who does she imagine she is?" A lady wearing pearls grumbled, her tone biting and frigid. "Dropping off meals and pretending she fits in," another remarked, her funny grin scarcely masking her contempt. A young exec, his necktie askew and his arrogance oversized for his build, bent toward the guard and whispered loudly, "Inspect her pack. She's likely here to pilfer items." The guard, a hefty guy with a disinterested look, advanced, his palm lingering near Emily's bag. "Unzip it," he ordered, his words dull yet audible to all. Emily hesitated, her grip firming on the strap for an instant, before she opened it gradually, exposing a water flask, a tattered journal, and a creased city map. The exec huffed. "What?" "Mapping a route to a superior position." The area roared with mirth, the noise piercing and persistent. "Anyone else?" Another person piped up. Perhaps her resumes inside, scribbled in crayons. Emily sealed the bag, her actions intentional, her glance darting to the guard briefly. Not in terror, but with a subdued fierceness that prompted him to retreat. She stayed silent. She simply stood, allowing their chuckles to cascade over her like a surge she had mastered enduring ages ago. The conference room door remained slightly open, and Emily detected the murmur of discussion within. Crisp English. A sudden Mandarin outburst, followed by a strained lull. She adjusted her stance, prepared to return to the lift, when she noticed a statuesque lady in a scarlet jacket striding, her cell phone glued to her ear. "Where is the interpreter? We're burning minutes." The lady snapped, her words laced with alarm. The Chinese delegates, 3 gentlemen in custom suits, occupied seats at the meeting table, their expressions blank, yet their digits tapping restlessly. Emily paused. Her task was complete. She had no reason to remain, but the atmosphere crackled with strain, like a cable on the verge of breaking. Something about it anchored her there for just a second. As Emily pivoted to depart, a female with shiny lipstick and a luxury scarf obstructed her way, clutching a pile of documents. "While you're around, be helpful," she commanded, thrusting the sheets into Emily's palms. "Copy these. 10 sets, both sides, and avoid errors." Her manner was belittling, as if addressing a kid. The space tittered, and somebody mumbled, "She'll likely clog the copier." Emily examined the pages, her digit unwavering, and murmured gently, "I'm only delivering meals." The female's gaze sharpened. "Spare me. You're occupying room. Do it or leave." The guffaws rose once more, and a fellow in the corner grinned. Perhaps she can't even comprehend the directions. Emily placed the documents on a close table, her motion deliberate and exact, then faced the elevator again. The female sneered. Predictable. Unable to manage a basic job. The area's taunts trailed her, each phrase a calculated poke. Yet Emily's pace stayed even, her quietness overpowering their clamor. "Hey, you!" the scarlet-jacketed lady shouted, noticing Emily by the exit. Still lingering. "This isn't entertainment. Exit." Her words cut deeply, sparking a few giggles. Emily remained unflinching. She regarded the lady, her stare composed, and whispered, "Need assistance." "I learned Mandarin." The space iced over. Then the chuckles returned, harsher and meaner. A man in a striped suit, his sleeve links shining under the office lights, reclined in his seat. "Sit and translate." "What qualifications do you possess?" he mocked, his tone oozing ridicule. The pearl-wearing lady joined in. "She likely deciphers fast food meanness." The area lapped it up. "Social media is destroying culture," another remarked, and the snickers spread rapidly. Just as the hilarity crested, one Chinese delegate rapped his pen on the surface, his focus locked on Emily. He uttered quickly in Mandarin, aimed solely at her, inquiring about a particular contract term. The space hushed, anticipating her blunder. Emily dipped her head faintly, her fingertips skimming her bag's rim, and replied in impeccable Mandarin, her tone lucid and firm. She went beyond translation, elucidating the term's effects while citing a commerce rule from recall. The delegate's brows lifted, and he shared a look with his peers, who assented positively. The striped, suit man's grin vanished, his links losing their bold gleam. The scarlet jacket lady's device dipped in her hold, her complexion draining. Emily concluded, her sight briefly contacting the delegates before resuming her neutral poise. The area offered no laughs now. It was incapable. Emily waited, her jacket zipped high, her arms relaxed by her sides. "I can attempt," she offered evenly, as if proposing to prop a door. The scarlet jacket female scoffed, yet a Chinese delegate lifted his palm. He spoke swiftly, his manner urgent, silencing the space anew. "Mr. Thompson," the CEO, a sturdy figure with silvering hair and a straightforward glare, advanced. "He's requesting a contract breakdown now," he noted, his eyes sweeping the area. The designated interpreter remained absent. Emily edged nearer. "I can manage," she stated, not boisterously, not aggressively, simply assured. The striped suit fellow snorted. "This should be entertaining," he grumbled, ensuring all heard. Emily disregarded him. She approached the table, drew a seat, and settled. The Chinese delegate began, his phrases rapid and accurate. Emily attended, her head angled a bit, her digits on the receipt in her pocket. Then she responded. Her Mandarin flowed perfectly. Crisp, assured, tones spot on. She rendered 3 monetary terms in less than 60 seconds, not merely echoing, but detailing legal subtleties, as if she authored them. The Chinese delegates inclined closer, assenting. One grinned, an uncommon break in his reserved facade. A high-level manager, his words slick with feigned courtesy, bent ahead and declared, "Adorable. But let's avoid delays. You're unqualified for this seat." He motioned to her jacket, his mouth twisting. "Go grab coffees." Black, unsweetened. The space burst into harsh, endless laughter. Another quipped, "Hurry, or miss your following drop. Off." Emily's digits halted on the surface, her glance shifting to the manager briefly. She said nothing. She rose, her seat scraping lightly, and headed for the exit. The manager yelled behind. Add cream to mine. The chuckles intensified, each intentional stab. But at the doorway, Emily halted, rotated, and fixed on him. Not angrily, but with a serene, penetrating tranquility that wavered his grin. The area's mirth faded for an instant before they attempted revival. The space was mute now, but not kindly. It was the hush of shock mingled with pride refusing error admission. Mr. Thompson cleared his throat. You studied business law? He queried, blending astonishment and interest. Emily shook her head. No, only tongues. I read during downtime. She presented it casually, as though she hadn't rescued a $500 million agreement from collapse. The scarlet jacket lady gawked. Her device still gripped, her lips parted. The striped suit man fidgeted, his links abruptly overly noisy and bright. Before proceeding, could you do a favor? If Emily's tale resonates, if that judgment pain hits home, quickly grab your device. Tap like, leave a note below. Perhaps share thoughts on her resilience. And subscribe, please. It fuels sharing such narratives. Tales affirming we're not isolated. All right, onward. The session advanced, but the vibe had altered. Emily remained at Mr. Thompson's behest, yet the stares weren't appreciative. They were pointed, wary, as if she'd played a hoax. The pearl lady bent to her neighbor, whispering. She likely searched it beforehand. The man assented, his mouth smirking. Another aide, a youthful female with a severe bun and notepad, interjected. Do you know German? The other side does, she challenged, pushing Emily toward defeat. The space giggled softer, but equally viciously. She handled Chinese now. Wants to pose as brilliant, somebody grumbled. As the German delegate spoke, the bun lady pushed pen and paper to Emily, her grin toxic. Jot notes, career. Might absorb something. The area chortled, someone hissing. She'll sketch pizzas likely. Emily grasped the pen, her hold firm, and started scribing. But accurate German renderings, her script tidy and quick. When the delegate halted, Emily returned the pad, translation done, plus a note on a term's history. The bun lady's smile stiffened as she scanned, her digits quivering faintly. The German delegate eyed the sheet, brows rising, and whispered to Mr. Thompson, who nodded gradually. The area's chuckles ceased, yielding uneasy quiet. Emily ignored the bun lady. She clasped her hands, her jacket whispering lightly, and awaited. A European firm attorney, slim with thin glasses and constant scowl, pushed a contract part over. German text with classic Latin bits. Thick, obscure, intimidating. Proceed, he said dryly. Clarify. Emily took the sheet, her hold steady. She reviewed swiftly, sight-racing lines. Then she smiled faintly and began. Her German matched her Mandarin. Fluid, words sharp, phrases evident. At the Latin, she exceeded translation, detailing origins, linking to past pacts like lecturing. From the 1648 Westphalia Treaty, she noted, placing it down softly. In a meeting break, a young staffer with perfectly styled hair raised his phone, feigning a selfie but recording Emily. Grin, courier. This'll explode online. Delivery invades execs, he announced loudly. Laughter surged, vicious and free. Another added, hashtag epic flop. Emily's sight flicked to the device, face neutral, but digits briefly clenching table rim. She said nothing. She rose, shouldered her bag, and paced to the exit, steps even. Passing the staffer, she stopped, eyed him directly, and murmured, check your firm's media rules. His smile evaporated, device dropping as laughter became uneasy hacks. No one anticipated her policy knowledge or calm precision call out. The attorney's scowl intensified, not from error. He stayed mute. Incapable. The German delegate, short silver hair, direct gaze, nodded slowly. I wasn't aware of that path, she conceded quietly. The space was utterly still. Mr. Thompson eyed his aide, anxious with tablet, and ordered, "Add her to advisor prospects." Emily showed no response. She laced fingers in lap, jacket faintly rustling. The Pearl Lady stared. False grin vanished, digits fiddling pearls near breaking. As the session ended, an advisor with garish tie and boisterous tone gave Emily a card. Not his, but blank from table. "Scribble your name, dear," he patronized. "Might ring for next snack run." The space laughed sharply, cruelly. He flung a pen, skidding near edge. Emily retrieved it slowly, wrote clearly, deliberately, then returned card, sight locking his briefly. "Retain it," she said softly yet solidly. "You may require it soon." The advisor's chuckle choked, Aria's taunts wavering, uncertain of meaning, but sensing gravity. Emily rose, bag on shoulder, exited, leaving card as subtle vow. But the malice persisted. It always does when insecurity drives diminishment. A veteran staffer, loud voice, gleaming Rolex, leaned in. "If so skilled," he jeered, "handle tonight's gala in 6 tongues. Like a dare to flop spectacularly." The space sparked smirks. "Career on podium. Hilarious?" Bun Lady laughed. "Corner," Suitman added, "one slip, deal tanks." They expected retreat, craved it. Emily eyed Rolex Man calmly, said, "Accepted." The evening gala filled a ballroom atop Crystal Finance Tower. Golden chandelier glow, sparkling white, linen tables. Emily entered in windbreaker, jeans, sneakers muffling on carpet. Stares abounded. "Sequin," dress lady whispered to pal, "lost." Champagne man chuckled, delivering hors d'oeuvres. Emily ignored. Headed to stage, mic awaiting, claim spot. Buzz hummed curiously, unkindly, anticipating failure spectacle. Speeches mic tech smirked at Emily. "Avoid chord tangle. Kid, not your route." Nearby crowd laughed, glasses clinking, eager for squirm. Emily silent. Advanced, tapped Meek gently, scanned room. Glance held tech momentarily. Not mad, but steady, causing equipment fumble. Then wordless, she started in French, warmly introducing opener. Hushing crowd. Tech is grin gone, hands stalled on board as focus turned. Her voice sufficed. Gala commenced, speeches flowed. 6 nations reps, France, Spain, Japan, Russia, Germany, China, rose sequentially with greetings, toasts. Emily heard, hands clasped, face serene. Then translated. French warm, Spanish flowing, Japanese exact. Russian, German, Chinese seamless. Voice firm, renderings flawless. Each finish earned claps. Not mere courtesy, but wonder. Final 6, tongue weave uniting cultures brought standing ovation. Chandeliers brighter seemingly. Mid, gala break, Japanese rep neared Emily, slight bow, broken English querying woven cultural nod. Before reply, Rolex Man cut in loudly, "Ignore her. Just staff," laughing. Nearby joined sharply, dismissively. Emily paused, digits on jeans seam. Then fluent Japanese explained deeply, rep beaming. Polite bow, graceful, Rolex laugh throat died. Rep shook hand, bypassing man. Chuckles became surprised murmurs. Emily's sight met Rolex briefly, poise intact, then stage, returned. Mr. Thompson, mounted platform, beaming. "Everyone," he boomed. "Our fresh comms advisor." Emily smiled minimally, brown hair spotlighted. No riveling needed. Room transformed. Sequin lady averted, flute forgotten. Rolex Man shoe stared. Pearl Lady vanished early, later said. Emily descended, sneakers hushed, jacket zipped. No backward glance. Post-stage, French envoy neared lowly, respectfully querying UN experience. Before answer, Gell, Herr Jr. snickered nearby. Never left town probably. Around laughed mockingly. Emily paused, bag shouldered, faced envoy. Perfect French detailed declining UN for alternatives, humble clear. Envoy eyes wide. Card offered. "We require your type." Junior's phone clattered floorward, laughter stunned mute. Emily pocketed card, departed steadily, quiet resounding. Next day, repercussions unfolded. Slick, ponytail aides sacked. Emails ridiculing Chinese found, Thompson swift. Pearl Lady's firm lost big backer. Gala viral post with menu jab, optics poor. Bun, lady shunned socially. Delivery girl. Quip circulated. No drama shouts. Just consequences aligning. Emily silent on it. Unnecessary. Her quiet outspoke them. Week later, Emily in 53rd small office, not lavish, desk, chair, city, view window. Reviewing contracts, jacket chair, draped. Door opened. Tall quiet man entered, simple sharp suit. Nodded minimally. Next meeting ready. Emily looked up, gaze firm. Always. His presence shifted room. No more mockery. Dared not. Husband's aura commanded respect silently. They exited together. Emily even paced, bag shouldered. Hall quiet, but whispers trailed, not vicious now, questions. True identity? Murmured one. How overlooked? To boardroom another. Emily unanswered, unneeded. Lifelong judged by attire, role, quiet. They saw desired truth now evident, immovable. Emily's history, untold but formative, raised amid luxury. Grand stairs, tutors, family, name structures. But chilly. Parental affection conditional, demands confining. Chose tiny flat, career work over exec halls, feasts. Poise endured in motion, attention. Approval unneeded. Ever. That boardroom day pre-gala, unnoticed moment Emily eyed wall photo, old skyline shot. Echoed father drive years prior, pointing same, view, ours. Emily. Remember always. Age 16, hands lapped, heart burdened. Rejected then, now. Memory pricked, digits receipt, clenched briefly. Released, face serene, focus roomward. Boardroom torment unyielding. Post, Mandarin, striped man leaned, low-cutting impressive, but scripted lines anyone. Room tittered, smug fed. Emily silent, steady stare until uneasy avert. Scarlet lady phone, clutched, controls seeking. Continue. Sharply. But Chinese queried clause. Emily stop answered, smoother Mandarin, clear. Client satisfied nod. No laughs then. German contract. Wire, glasses lawyer watch pen tapping, stumble expecting. None, Latinese scholarly, glasses pushed, stared puzzled. Emily gaze unmet, set down, hands folded, jacket soft rustle. Silver, hair German respect, glanced subtly. Emily saw unsmiling, awaited next. Gala dare final, they believed. Rolex confident 6 languages, booming trap. Bun laughed, bobbed. Choke, neighbor, whispered. Emily backpacked, sneakers grounded accepted. Room quiet not belief but failure eager. Ballroom night, stares weighed. Sequin red, lips friend, whispered. Admitted how? Champagne raised, Carrie chuckle. Emily walked on. Unneeded looks. Steps sure shoulders easy. Familiar rooms, speech judgments. Words undefined her, deeds did. Stage mic cool, hand, voice warm. Listen focused, breath even. Translations vivified. Not repeat, enliven. French poetic, Spanish lively, Japanese pinpoint. Skepticism waned per sentence. Russian segment, room hers. Silver German clapped first, deliberate. Chinese next, then all. Emily minimal nod, next tongue. Final toughest, interpret, 6 cultures unified. Mick grip tightened momentarily. Mother memory French kitchen taught, soft firm, words power, Emily. Wield wisely. Age 10, braided, dream-filled. Flash faded, Emily spoke clear strong perfect. Finish erupted. Ovation for skill, presence, quiet fortitude. Thompson thunder, announced new comms advisor. Room shifted. Sequin glass, down, pale. Rolex floor gazed, assured gone. Pearls slit down, truth unfaceable. Emily stage, left, sneakers mute, jacket light, caught. No retrospect. Room truly saw first. Fallout swift. Slick, ponytail morning, gone, emails memo, exposed. Pearl sponsorship crashed, viral menu, quote. Bun brunchless, words, tainted. No vengeance, just truth aligning. Emily uncommenting. Unneeded. Quiet her power. Grace. Guard. Post. Meet. Silver German neared. Not expected. Blunt unkindless. Emily faint smile. Here often. Not understanding. Departed. Emily watched. Backpack. Edge brushed. Such moments. Quiet. Retention reason. Not title. Office. But seen truly. Beyond garb. Being judged groundlessly. Dismissed pre-voice. Stings. Yet standing. Not alone. Emily's tale shared. Yours too. Viewing where. Comment. Follow for heartbreak. Betrayal. Healing journeys.